Shalom, Israel. This is Isupk New Orleans, coming out the Shreveport headquarters. Coming out 1 West 120th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Hunter. We're here to educate Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, or First Nation people, or the first indigenous people to this land about their true heritage. And the true heritage is they are the people in antiquity that's in the Bible. Our whole history was whitewashed, you know, it was said in the 83rd Psalm they was going to cut us off from being a nation. The Lord enemies and Confederate, all these other nations. They with one consent to wipe us out of existence, and that's what the ISUK has been doing there since 1969, leading people back to the truth, getting them out of this deep sleep that Christianity and all other religions have put them under,
Right.
And it's not so far. You don't know. It's just a watered down version that's been passed down from generation to generation. So if you don't know, look up ISUK before you can. You can get educated. That this is where the truth is, not nowhere else. Not the Christian church and not no other Hebrew camp you might come up under. If it's not from the ISUK under command of General Hunter, you are not in the truth.
That's right.
My subject today, we're going to be talking about, women, not talking about you, but the kind of, is really how you want to act, especially if you're in a marriage. You want to be like some of these women they talk about, like you want to be like Sarah was with Abraham. Like probably with a lot of women, they don't want to submit. They don't want to be submissive. They feel like they being submissive, they being weak. No, that's what you're supposed to be anyway. You're supposed to be submissive woman anyway. That's a woman that's supposed to be genteel anyway. She ain't rough, rugged, and raw. That's a man's job, like fairy tales used to say, boys and girls, are made to be fragile, and boys are rough. What you doing trying to take on the attitude of a man, the physicality of a man? When your husband say something to you, just say yes out of line, yes, my Lord. Like 1 Peter 3:6, when it reads, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughter you are, as long as you do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Since Sarah respected Abraham so much, kind of respect Sarah had for her out of line. She can sit up and run a little better, but anything like that, she treated him like he's supposed to be. The man is the head. He heads this up. He's Christ is over him, and then is the Most High is over Christ. Those are the three things that's qualified. If that's what the kind of husband you have, if you okay, we go Proverbs 12:4. Yeah. So it's like, you want to, kind of calm yourself down a little bit, because if you blessed enough to have an out of wine, treat the out of wine with respect, and they'll make him look good in the sight of his brethren in front of other people. You say, hey, that man has a great wife there. That's really a real right there. You have women talking about you, about how good you are. They want to be more like you. It ain't gonna be like them wicked sister want to say something bad about you. Oh, you're so submissive. I wouldn't be like that. No, that's some old raggedy street striker. They ain't no real woman.
Right.
Especially no woman, but ISUK. You are supposed to be on point at all times.
That's right.
A man homes is supposed to be his castle, not a priest. He should not be trying to go to war up in his own house. There's one thing about it. Abraham did never have to do, because Sarah obeyed Abraham. And that's all women, you women out there everywhere. That's what you want the characteristics you want to take on. You want to be a godly woman. If you say you believe, you say you believe in God, you know God knows heart, then why you ain't acting like it? Why you ain't being submissive to your husband where you supposed to be? What the marriage vows, that mean nothing new, even though that's not Hebrew Israelite customs or follow after oppressor, doing those kind of ceremonies, that piece of paper means nothing. When problems arise, you find out. But you come off of his truth and get married the right way, the way God said a marriage makes a marriage, then that's when you see the truth. If you have somebody that's righteous. Just don't get somebody just they look like this, they look like that. There, you got you a good looking drag. You got a good looking monster. That's all you have. Right. That's all you have. And the thing about it, you women feel like, I'm doing everything you say, I'm doing all this, The man is not treating you bad. So why is it a problem? The man is following the Most High. Oh, he stay gone all the time with his brothers and all that. Hey, the man is hanging out with his brothers and they doing something holy. They have a brotherhood. Get off that man back. Oh, you mad? You got another wife. What you mad for? You following him into this, if you wasn't already in this, and if you're already in this, you already know. If you want another wife, he can have one, and it's all holy. If he choose not to, if he choose not to have another wife, then hey, just think, those side you on the real. But a lot of you will chase a man to another real. Because he's so miserable and wore down when he get home. Got to be around you. So you need to look at yourself. If you're going through if you got that going on with you, look at yourself. Look in the mirror. And you wonder why you're doing it. Look at yourself. That's all you need to be doing. And then you'll know why you gotta you're doing sisterhood. You're sharing that man. Like say sisterhood real strong, you gotta say that, share that man. There ain't no sisterhood out the window, But you gotta be, a righteous sister. So if he do, they take troubles off your back, but if it was in the trouble, you gotta, but you gotta remember you came off in this truth, you're not in the world anymore. You're not in the world. You are a new creature. You're supposed to be a new creature. That old woman, that old man have left, you're gonna be a domineering man to that woman. There's one thing about it, you can't be domineering to your woman anyway. That's not right. Y'all talk things out, you straighten things out. But at first, but this is about, women right now, it just certain things you see, like when you're in the world anymore, you see things, it's just like, wow, we ain't got it like that, off in this truth, our wives are obedient. But, just in case you ever fall off the track, it's just lesson, just keep you on that track. Let me get Proverbs 12:4.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is a rottenness in his bone.
So when you have a virtuous woman, you're the most happiest man on earth. You feel so blessed, like the Lord bless you, because you have a woman that asks you, baby, do you need anything? I don't mind. Do you need this? I don't want. Do you want me to do that for you? That's when you know you have somebody that loves you and respects you and follows these laws, statutes, commandments. You have a great woman, But if you have anything less than that, it's a rottenness to your bones. You look bad. Everybody know she you can tell that she the head. She running the house. Right. She wear the pants in the house. You don't. And it shouldn't be that way. He looks bad in front of everybody. All because, because you won't be righteous. You want to be a righteous woman. And that's what you're supposed to be all the time, a righteous woman. If that's what you are. You say you're off at this truth, then be a righteous woman. You know, and if you ain't off of this truth, you know, you say you love God, prove it. You know, prove that you love God. You always say hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, but you know, you're here, there, you're running your mouth and all that, yicking and yakking. No, that's not holy. That's what the presser will do. You know, if you so holy means separate. Holy don't mean falling all out in church, clapping your hands, dancing, all that. That's not holy. That's what you was taught that was holy. Holy is being separate. That means, hey, you separate from the world. You separate from the other nations. You not envy the oppressor. And you don't choose none of his ways. You be totally different. You know? And there's one thing about, you like I say, you always want to be a joy to your husband, to your outer one. You want to be a joy to him at all times. You know, there's gonna be problems. You're gonna have few little arguments. That's all it's supposed to be, a little argument. And then you straighten it right back out. But yeah, you want to be a whole monster. He can't talk to you, he can't reason with you, he can't do none of that. Like I say, you need to check yourself.
That's right.
Check yourself. You gotta do, you say you know better, so do better. You're supposed to be his shining light, not no big burden on his back. Like I said, ride this to his bones. No, you ain't supposed to have no man ashamed. You ain't supposed to, if you're, listen, whether you're gonna fit this truth or not, you shouldn't be like that anyway. Because you say everybody loves to say they read the Bible, they believe in God, but yet they follow none of the laws, statutes, commandments, especially the commandment on how a woman should act. They won't do that for nothing in the world. They either, out in the world, hey, that man don't get no respect. No, it used to be respectful at one time. Women had respect about themselves and their husband. It seems like that done flew out the window. You don't see that no more as you go, as you go about your lives, just going around the neighborhood, no certain brothers or something like that that's off in that world. So they gonna they catch it what they want, and you be like, ooh, that ain't me, but that's how it be. Yeah, you gotta uplift your man. You want to uplift him, make him feel good about himself when he's not so sure about himself. You always want to be that inspiration to him. You want to be that inspiration to him, not ashamed to him. Never ashamed to him. This is just just little tips and stuff, just to help you out. In just in case you going through a little something and you ain't been acting the way you're supposed to be acting. Hey, this is to put you right back on track. Everybody goes through some little things. Everybody have little personal things they go through. But this is just a little reminder. Just put you back on track. Get back in these scriptures. And let me get Proverbs 31:10. You can like I said, everybody has personal problems where they might take it out on somebody else unintentionally. They might not be meaning to do it, but that's their coping mechanism. That's how they cope with it. But this right here, this Bible should be your coping mechanism. Getting these scriptures ought to be your coping mechanism. Not you taking it out on somebody else because you having a bad day. No, that's when you want to get off in these scriptures. Yeah, you kind of say.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her prize is far above rubies.
Nah, that's something to say, like, I never knew what a virtuous woman was, until a few months ago, I'm there right now. I have a very virtuous woman that, a woman that really know her business, follow these laws, statutes, commandments, and really show me what love is, you know,
Right.
what caring about you is, you know, somebody that always have you on their mind at all times, you know, just wanna hear your voice, you know. So that's, you know, that's I never knew what that was like, you know. And I would just want to thank for that, you
That's
know.
right.
Want to thank for that for making me feel good every day when I wake up in the morning. You know, I know somebody finna call me and say, "Hey, baby, you know how you doing? Is you all right? Need anything? You know, can I do anything for you? You know, somebody is looking out for you before she even consider herself. So this type of woman you want. That's the kind of woman you're supposed to be off in this truth anyway. If you know you off in this truth, you know,
It's a lot.
they know. Go ahead, sir.
If I could, it's so heavy what you bringing out, man, because a black man don't have value in the world, man. If
Right.
you got a woman in the truth, you know, damn that don't have any value.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's heavy what you bringing out because that's the only type of sister that you can find in a UPK, man. A sister that really live by these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
And you know, live according to the Bible, man. Know how to be a peace to her husband, man, instead of a damn drag.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Yeah, that's right. You hit it right on the butt. You know, like I said, it's bad enough for us out there anyway. And when you come home, that's supposed to be your refuge. That's supposed to be your peace on thing. You supposed to, when you walk through the door, daddy, 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 you know. Then here she come, hey, baby, how was your day? You know, I got dinner in there, cooking, it be done in 5 minutes. I ran some bath water, you know, and everything okay. You know, that's where it's supposed to be.
That's right.
You know, even if you're not in the truth and you say you believe in God, then believe in that. Believe in being a virtuous woman. You know, I mean, you priceless. I mean, hey, you just can't, old Joe get you, because you was high up there, and you ain't picking anything. You picking somebody that gonna love you, say, way you love them. You know, always strive to be virtuous. Find your virtue again, sisters. Find your virtue.
That's right.
And your virtue is being submissive.
Right.
And man, always remember the Most High, the structure of a relationship. Your husband, Christ, then the Most High power. As long as you remember that structure, you are okay. It ain't nothing, like I say, you gotta realize, how can you may count yourself as virtuous, but you're a dragon? They're a dragon, there's no virtue in a dragon. You slay a dragon. You slay, we dragon slayers in the ISUPK.
That's right.
We slay dragon. So breathe the fire. We got the shield and the sword. So, so come on with it. Let me get
verse 11.
Verse 11, yes.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 11. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
Get 12.
Verse 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
You see that? He said the heart of her husband does safely trust in her. Yes, that's when you have somebody you trust. You can go to sleep. You ain't seen her in 2 days, probably heard her 2 days, but you ain't worried about her because she that virtuous woman. She ain't doing nothing. That's the last thing on your mind. She handling business, taking care of business, and doing. And you have a God-fearing, Most High-fearing woman that when death doing the thing. Hey, that's what these scriptures saying. That woman can have a job. Hey, baby, I gotta go out of town. Job taking me out of town. So, you're not worried about her. She calling every 15 minutes to see if you okay. Let you know, wait, I put this up for you, the food up for you. It's in the oil, behind the milk or whatever. She does that. She does that. Then she in verse 12, says she would do him good and not evil all the days of her life. So that she gonna love you to the day she dies. She gonna respect you to the day she dies. That's what you have. If you have an ISUPK woman, if your ISUPK woman like that, get them like that. You know, throw these scriptures up. Let them know, hey, this is what she's supposed to be. You want to know what I want? This is what I want. This is exactly what I want. I want a virtuous woman. I want a woman that's gonna love me, not just at word. I don't want to hear that. I want to see that. Anybody can say it, but you got to show all the days of your life. You know, I know we might disagree on whether we should have, you know, fettuccine or rice and gravy. You know, we might have a blow up about that, but hey, we still, you know, going to, you know, treat each other with respect. You know, we ain't gonna be none of that. Yep, blam, 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 this and that. You talking to your out of line with some respect. You know, yes, sir. No, no, my Lord, I think this. Or yes, my Lord, I think that's all right. You know, that's the way you want to talk to them. You ain't calling them no flagrant names. You know, you're not doing none of that. No, you're not doing none of that. Now, if you know you're a princess of the power, you don't even talk like that. If you're a princess of the power, you don't even talk to your out of line like that. Like I said, if you're doing it, like I said, look in the mirror. And you see why I'm gonna have all these problems. The problem is you. You know, that's what the problem is. The problem is with you. You know, something still left from your old life that you haven't let go of. And you need to let it go. You know, you have to talk, you know, you have to take off that old woman.
That's right.
Every little thing, you can't hold on to nothing. And when you serve the Most High, you know, when you call yourself, you know, one of the husbands, and you say you're a princess of the power, then be a princess of the power at all times. You know, at all times. Yeah, let me get Proverbs 31 and 20. We're gonna go to 23.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 20. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reacheth forth her hand to the needy.
So that's you got you know, a woman that's help to others. You know, not only is our household taken care of, she look out for other people. And that, you know, and that's a very virtuous woman and caring woman. You know, she does what the Christian church do not do. The Christian church supposed to be looking out for the needy, but now it be these women off in these truth that look out for the needy.
That's right.
You know, that's what we doing. So you wonder where your money going, Christian? Hey, it's going in their bank accounts. That's why you think they riding around in a 2023. They ain't came out yet. You know, they got one for it done hit mass market. That's where your money going in. And ISUK, you know, when General Hine get it going to food banks. It's paying brothers rent, paying sisters rent. If you ain't got to wait till the Passover, everybody coming up with an idea to get you to them. That's where your money going in the ISUPK. If you able to go to functions, you know, if you need something, you know, hey, here you go, man. Well, you don't owe me nothing, you know. That's kind of brotherhood and sisterhood we have up in the ISUPK. You know, that's why I want our women to remember who you are. You are a princess of a power. You're not a worldly woman. You know, you're not a worldly woman. I know you see them girls how they snap their neck and roll and all that. You want to take on their ways. No, you don't do that. No, you don't do that. You don't act that way. That's not you anymore. No, that's not you anymore. You are a whole different creature that knows nothing but love and try to help people that has less than you. That's who you are. You know, you help the needy. Let's get the next verse, sir.
Come, chapter 31, verse 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet.
Now, see, this is how you want to be, like women like that anyway. But that's that's the trail of virtuous woman. Her household is well taken care of.
That's right.
Financially, and especially supposed to be spiritual. You your husband's backbone. So you ought to want to have a lot on the shoulders. We got brothers of counsel. Sisters counsel. There's a lot. That I don't want to have to do it. He needs you to be there for him. He needs you to be there for him. He needs you to be there for him at all times to help him when things get rough. When things get rough, that's what you want. That's what you want to do. Like I said, she's gonna take care of the house.
That's right.
She gonna solidify her husband and everything. The children take care of children. Ain't worried. The other one when he come through the door, he tired and everything. Y'all go in the next room. Let daddy sleep. He tired. He'll be up in a few hours, and y'all can say something to him then.
Like if I could.
Go ahead, sir.
Like when you say she is not afraid of snow for our household, she's not afraid because she was prepared. She got everything that she needed. You know what I'm saying? She already had her family in mind. We got so many sisters out here who, neglect their kids and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And you got another sister that she's prepared. She's always taking care of her children, man. She's always considering, what the weather doing or whatever the case may be. The type of sister that when it rains, she'll have the umbrellas ready for her kids to walk to the bus stop, and you got some sisters just send their kids out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
So right.
Send their kids out any type of way. But you got another sister, man. She cares for her children, man. She cares for her out of one. You know what I'm saying? And she make preparations for certain situations, man. Like you were saying about, coming home to a cooked meal, man, and some bad water ran. Like she was prepared. She already know these things is coming. She know cold days are coming. The winter come every year. You know what I'm saying? So she makes sure that, her family is taken care of, man, that everybody is clothed. And, she ain't got to be afraid of the snow or if anything freeze over. She prepared, man. She'd have been to the store. She got her some firewood. You know what I'm saying? She ready to go. So that's all I want to say.
Yeah, and that was heavy what you was bringing out. Like you said, you get to see how other women do not care. They don't take the proper steps to take care of things. They don't be ready like when that snow comes.
Right.
You out there. Should have let the gas got cut off. The electric got cut off. You done gave her money for the bills, and she done went on a shopping spree somewhere with her girlfriend.
Right.
But that virtuous woman, she's gonna put that money up. She's gonna pay those bills, make sure everything taken care of. When you ain't gotta ask for nothing, the electric blanket is there.
That's right.
That woman is looking out for you. Or she done got so many blankets on the bed, you sweating up under there.
Right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
She gonna take care of you. She gonna take care of you. Let's get 22.
Verse 22. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple.
And she'll get that scarlet. And back then, silk and purple, that was precious item, expensive items. Only the well-to-do, had that. But that's that's the kind of woman that saves up her money and don't be out there messing it up. Take care of everything so that you can have some of the finer things in life.
That's right.
That's what a good woman do. For you can have some of the things that they didn't have growing up.
So, if I could, it's so heavy what you bringing out, man, because one of the scriptures you was bringing out earlier, man, in Proverbs, talking about how the sister is not afraid to work with her hands. Like she's ready to work with her hands. Like don't get it twisted. Our sisters didn't sit home. Our sisters own businesses. You know what I'm saying? They was entrepreneurs. And a lot of people like to believe that in the Bible, in the times of the scriptures, because a woman is not allowed to teach, you know what I'm saying? They think that she wasn't allowed to be an entrepreneur or you know what I'm saying, or be savvy when it comes down to making funds, man. Just like you see a woman today, they think it's something new to be a strong black woman in that type of way, to be able to go out and secure the finances. But our sisters did this in the past time, man. You know what I'm saying? We support our sisters going out and getting the bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's heavy what you bringing out, man.
Yeah. You know, it's just like our sisters, you know, that's off in this truth, you know, making garments, cooking food. Like, you know, I just want to give honor to our sisters, you know, we over there Saturday, you know, the food was, you know, was on point. We had macaroni, you know, baked macaroni, some potatoes on grind, some broccoli and cheese. And I'm talking about that meal was founded in along with the best chicken the money could buy for the classes. You know? I mean, we ain't like kings, you know.
That's right.
And the children like little princes and princesses, you know.
Right.
We are, and the women serve the men, like, you know. The women serve the men, and they had no problem about it. So those are virtuous women.
Right.
Okay? A lot of them like, I'm not serving nobody. You better get his own plate.
Right.
No, I said, no. So, hey, this kind of sister that we don't need.
Right.
We don't need that type of sister. You are not needed, but we'll try to get you right. But if you don't want to get right, we'll get you right or you'll get gone. You know, one of the two. You know, let me get verse 23.
Come. Book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 23. A husband is known in the gates when he sit among the elders of the land.
So that's what a virtuous woman does to her out of one.
Right.
Like, you know, he is famous among the elders. Like, that's the man that got that brother that cooked. She cooked it lasagna, and it was just fun. She knows by her work she have done.
That's right.
You know, she's known all over. And when she's known, he's known.
Right.
And you know, he has a good name because of her.
Right.
You know, ain't nobody can side talk.
Right.
You know,
it's like if I could,
mm-hmm.
what you're bringing out is so heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because the elders, you know, the elders are the ones who need to be comfortable inside that gate. You know what I'm saying? Because they are elder, and you know, they hold all the wisdom to what we can learn from. And when they take notice of your real, because of the duty she performed and how she performed so well, they might have not even known who the hell you was before they know who your real was because of the work she do. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you be known in the gate. That's how everybody amongst you and all your brothers and sisters know who the hell you is, man, by how your real move, because she's an extension of you. You know what I'm saying? So when she out doing those good deeds, you know what I'm saying, and she's a mother to all the children amongst the gate, you know what I'm saying, they gonna know who the hell she is simply because, Slocky, they gonna know who the hell you are simply because of the works that your real do, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, that's what makes you like me. I step out, you know, like my fiance, you know, put my fringes on, everybody see me.
Right.
You know, like I said, they ain't never seen a preacher before, you know, where I come from. You know, they done seen a suit wearing, alligator shoe wearing, you know, crocodile, you know, but they ain't never seen no mighty man come out with some fringes, some boots, and some studs, step out. So all courtesy to my fiance, you know, they ain't used to seeing that. I said, hey, this what we wear borders of blue and fringes. I said, you don't read the word. I said, oh, you say you have? I said, so this should be strange too.
Right.
You know, this was in the Old Testament. You know, but I forgot y'all New Testament people. You know,
right.
So you need to go back to the Old Testament so you can follow these old sayings that was written, you know, full time. That's what you need to do. You always got to go back to the old school where you can learn what they was doing, how they was acting, not following the same mistakes that they made. You know, that's why I say that these things were learned before time for your learning. You know, so you don't repeat mistake after mistake after mistake. You get better, not worse. Not keep doing the same thing. You know, you always want to do better. You always want to strive to do better. You know, you always want to be that woman that's a pride to her husband. You know, let you know that husband is dating. Hey, you know, hey, brother, you got one hell of a grill. She made you a nice outfit.
Right.
With all the kids matching.
Right.
You know, everybody got on the way war suit. You know, everybody, the whole family G'd up. You know, look at Mike. Yeah. Everybody got that platinum or that pipe dream. Or they, you know, all that good stuff that Lily Christians come out with, you know. But that's that's kind of you know, sister you want to be, you know. You want to be his pride and joy. That's what you want to be. You don't want to be that thorn in his side. You know, you want to be, you know, a righteous sister, you know, all time, keeping good communication. Not foul mouthed or nothing like that. You want to be a good sister. You know, let me get 1 Peter 3:1.
Come. Book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be subject, be in subject to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Likewise, you wives, be in subjection to your own husband. And yeah, that word, your own husband.
That's right.
That's somebody else, you know, trying to tell you like, okay, he's let's say like a lot of people do, instead of going in with their own faction,
right,
and getting advice and getting counsel, they step outside the realm and listen to them. And that's what you should be doing. You get counsel, but you know, you don't want to have a problem, you don't want to talk that out. You know, you be in subjection to him. Listen to him at all times. You know, so if you obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of their wives. Like I said, you want to be a joy to that man at all times.
That's right.
You know, at all times. I know things hurt a lot. Trust me, I know that pain. You know, but like the song say, you know, hey, when it hurts, you know, when it hurts, love even when it hurts. That's what you have to do. You know, and just, you know, like I said, but a lot of women, they got a problem being in, you know, subjection to their husbands, you know. But that's what in the book of Genesis, that was the curse that Eve brought upon every woman that came after her. She was, you know, because she went into, you know, listened to the other nations and was, you know, and took on the customs of the other nations.
Right.
And you know, and learn things that she wasn't supposed to learn. And so that's why you in subjugation to your husband because of Eve. So now, since this day, do that. You know, you always want to be in subject to your own husband. You know, don't be like the wicked women. You know, getting counsel from everybody else except, you know, except who's supposed to be getting counsel from. You know. Let me get Colossians 3:18.
No sweat. So, like what you were saying was so heavy about how some sisters are go get counsel from other men instead of taking they outer ones counsel.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? A while ago, you know what I'm saying, my reel was getting counsel from, you know, brothers in the world to see how they feel about certain situations and things of that nature. And you know what I'm saying, you had a situation where somebody will be telling somebody in the world, a brother in the world will be telling her the same thing that you telling her, or a sister that she confided in and be telling you the same thing that you telling her. And it'll be, she can understand it with somebody else telling her, but she can't understand when you tell her, you know what I'm saying? But a sister should be in subjection to her outer one, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if it's a problem between you and your outer one, then at that point you can seek counsel with the men above you.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. The thing about it, if everybody did that, there'll be less problems in the home, there'll be less problem in the home.
That's right.
Like I said, you want to keep that man happy. You chose that man, that's your husband for life. Okay, that's it. That is it. So you might as well go on, make him happy.
Right.
If he's not domineering, he's not, ain't slapping you around the house and all that. You got, just don't say, yeah, you got a good one. But if you have one like that, remember you chose that. Okay, you supposed to have, hey, if you know him and you know he like that, you supposed to have locked it down and gone on. Found you something else. Not married. When they like this, they like that, they like that. So you don't like that anyway. So so that choice is on you. That choice is on you. You made that choice. Now you got to live with it. But there's ain't nothing wrong with being submissive. Let me just gonna tell you like that. There's nothing wrong with being submissive because we be submissive to you. Sometimes we give in when we don't want to give in. We do the same thing. We might not want to give in, but we just go on and say, okay, you'll do this. We don't right now even want to, but we're gonna follow your way. We be submissive also. We can't just go around being, ruling with a iron fist and a velvet glove. No. We also have to be humble and our wives.
That's right.
We also have to be, we got a code of conduct also. They deem just like, I'm the man in this house, beat on our chest like we can't come. No, we ain't like that. We love our wives.
That's right.
We love it. Do we get along all the time? Do we agree on things all the time? No. Don't nobody do. Don't nobody on this earth do. If they is, they lying. They lying. If they ain't never had an argument, we don't never argue. They lying. They lying. They lying. If they ain't never argued, guess where they at when you at work? Take a while, I guess. If you ain't never had an argument.
Right.
It's the reason why you ain't never had an argument. Because they argue with somebody else. They ain't got time to argue with you. So hey, somebody ever say that, we just got the most perfect marriage. We don't never argue, we never have a problem. Yeah, nobody too. We gotta keep it real. I know you want to think things like in a storybook that we live happily forever. That's why they will call them fairy tales. Because it's all it is, a fairy tale. You don't live happy ever or. No, you're gonna have an argument here. You're gonna have an argument there. You're gonna have an argument 10 years down the line. You're gonna have an argument 20 years before then. Your love gonna be tested through time. It's gonna be tested. If your love ain't tested, then there's no love. If you can't do that battle, there's no love in that. Take it from a vet. Take it from a vet. Because like I say, anybody can say I love you, but don't show it. And you can just you can just think back how being like puppy love when you like 12, 13, got your little boyfriend, everything, that's puppy love. That's some of the greatest love you could ever know because everything is innocent. You ain't like if you were raised right, there's no sex involved. There's a lot of letter writing and all that on the phone, or sneaking on the phone to about 2 or 3 on the Saturday night, just talking to each other. Did you sleep? No, I ain't sleep, I love you. All that old stuff, the good old days.
You took me back. You took me way back. See, these little kids don't know about that.
Yeah.
They got cell phones. I got 4 brothers. We had to fight over the house phone. You know what I'm saying? Or you on the phone and your mama pick up. Yeah.
I definitely remember those days. This is what I'm talking about.
sometimes you want to, you want to go back. You want your love to be just like that, innocent. Nobody is compromised. Nobody had to be forced into doing this, forced into doing that. If anything be done, everybody's on one accord with. Let me get James chapter 4, verse 4.
Like, so I was holding Colossians.
Oh yeah, go to there. How about that?
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 18. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as it is fit in the Lord. Okay,
that was not my saying. Not the Bible. I ain't tell you submit because I say submit. The Most High these are the epistles of Paul. This comes straight out the word. Forget what I said this day. You're reading it for yourself. You're reading it for yourself right here. Why submit to your husband? As it is built to the Lord. Look at verse 19.
Verse 19. Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them.
Okay, man. All right. Love your wives. And do not be bitter towards them. Like I said, do not be like King Kong in the house, beating on your chest, swinging from the ceiling fan. Do not be like that. This is not how it's supposed to be. Yes, you are in charge. Yes, we are in charge. But hey, I love that woman, treat that woman right. And I know at times, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. But you gotta love that woman. You gotta love that woman. You chose that woman as a wife. Love her. Don't be bitter towards her. But wives, if you don't want their business, subject yourselves unto your husband.
That's right.
Don't be ashamed about being submissive to your husband just because it's not kosher to do. Not because it's not popular. Megan, just because Megan, Carter, and Nikki ain't being submissive, that's them. They ain't in this truth. You are.
That's right.
You are in this truth. And that's why they have the problems they have. And they can't never go. They got a paparazzi follow them around everywhere because they business all out in the street. Because they want to be, I ain't gonna say it. No, I ain't gonna say it, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. They want to be unsubmissive when I say that. They ain't want to be submissive. That's why Megan the horse got shot in the leg. She ain't want to be submissive. But they making a killing. Making our daughters be like them, and we don't want our daughters to be like them. I know I don't want my daughters like them, but hey, what can I do? Daughters that got grown. They tell you, hey, Dad, I'm grown now. They want to look like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, all of them are female rappers. Talk like her, there's very little I can do, except for send them videos. I know I can send them scriptures and stuff like this. That's all I can do because they are grown. I wasn't able to be there for when they was young and their mothers took them from me. But that's why I want to tell, y'all submit yourselves. You want to relive that. You done got better. You done moved past that. You are a different creature. You are a princess of the power. So always act like one. Always act like one because ain't nothing like an ISUPK one.
That's right.
Nothing like
that. That's right.
Once they come into this one body, do your 90 days and get your name. Hey, you ain't the old person no more. And a lot of people can't even stand it because they ain't got they can't talk about shit no more. She do this, she do that, she beat us, she beat up. They can't talk that talk no more. Right. They can't say nothing, so they gotta, and then they can't find it. They can't find it. They see your husband happy, they can't even talk about that. They can't talk about that. They would have that hang on. Oh, yeah, he just miserable. No, my husband happy now. Not what y'all talk about. Nothing. This is the problem with the world. The world can't stand, these law, statutes, commandments. They don't like them. Because that means they have to change. And the world don't want change. That's the problem. That's the thing about being in the world. The world doesn't want change. But like I said, just four things goes for the wise, it goes for the men also. That works twofold. So don't think just because you being submissive, you being weak. Just like I said, we gotta love you. We have to love and not be bitter towards you. We can't take that power we got and abuse it. We can't abuse it. Just because we have, just because our wife being submissive, you're supposed to be doing jumping jacks. You got to submit a wife holy, and caring, on things you hear about it, man. It's like say you really can't drop us off some outfits, cook some food, made us some headbands or something, brought us some jewelry or something. She making you look good. And that's what you do. You always make your outer man look good because you reflect him, he reflects you.
That's right.
That's what it is. So we'll always try to be that, try to be that loving, caring sister, not only at home, but also outside the home. Somebody that's needful, needs something that you do, you're doing better than them. Hey, give on to them. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's holy, to help those that are needy, but generally how to do it all the time. Let me get James chapter 4. No. Did we do 19?
Flat out, sir. You
No,
want
get 19.
James?
Yeah.
What chapter and verse?
Let me see. Let me get James chapter 4, verse 4.
Come. Book of James, chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteries, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God.
You heard that, right? You heard that. You say, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God. So that means, hey, if you're not in this truth, you're an enemy of God. Because you follow not law, statutes, commandments. You follow after Baal. And Baal Peor, and all the many names that he had, that those nations had their false gods, and had their different doctrines. Oh, this is how they live. No, that's not how the 12 tribes live. We follow the laws of God. Like I said, the world is an enemy. If you open the world, you're an enemy with God. But just point blank, just like that, good like good and evil have no place in the same, in the same realm. Good and evil, it doesn't. It said, and whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God. So if you love that world, you're an enemy of God.
So, like, if I could get the definition for enmity. Enmity, the state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone. That's what the word enmity.
Yeah, they're just like the war in Russia. Like Russia's an enemy with the Ukraine.
That's right.
Just like the Most High is an enemy with modern day Egypt, modern day Babylon.
Right.
And he's gonna come and destroy this place.
That's right.
He's coming to destroy the place. They already are set, set the stage with Gog and Magog. This Russia and the Ukraine is Gog and Magog. They're gonna rejoin, they're gonna become the Soviet Union once again. You know, back with like, some of y'all probably weren't even born yet, but Russia and the US was almost at nuclear war back in the 80s. I was like about ready to leave home anyway. But they was then after that we had Ronald Reagan president, then they had a guy over in Russia, he's president then, Mikhail Gorbachev, and that's when Russia stopped being the Soviet Union and broke off into a whole lot of different states, like Yugoslavia, Ukraine, Romania, Croatia, all those different places are all now back in with Putin now. All those places there. Ukraine was the only holdout. It took about 30 years fighting to get them back together, but hey, he's studying doing it. And that's enmity. If you ever want to know what enmity means, it's just think you have, just like you have enmity with sin. Sin has no place in your life. So the flesh and the spirit, enmity toward each other. Because the flesh always wants with the spirit, because the flesh wants what the flesh wants. But your spirit won't let them have it. If you offer this truth, you say no to your flesh. Let's go to verse 5.
Come. The book of James, chapter 4, verse 5. Do ye think that the scripture said in vain? The spirit that dwelleth in us lusted to envy.
So do you think the spirit, is in vain? You think these scriptures are just for nothing? They ain't nothing. No, these scriptures, are to save your life.
That's right.
Say, like they say in church, save your soul.
Right.
This is what these scriptures for. Some of them might seem a little hard to you, things like that. But that's what these scriptures for. Ain't nothing gonna be easy when you trying to follow these law, statutes, commandments, because your flesh gonna go war against it.
Right.
Man, I miss eating shrimp. Man, I miss eating lobster. I want to miss going to Red Lobster and all that. Miss those pig feet. Your flesh always in war with that. It's like I said, the scriptures are not in vain. And let me see. He said, the spirit that dwells in us lusts to envy. Now, this thing about it, you have to always remember, flesh and spirit is always at war.
Right. That's
they
right.
They always at war. It never letting up. It's never letting up. That's a 24-hour, 365, 24/7 war. So that's why, the spirit, dwelling in us, lusts to envy, because that flesh, always fighting against it.
So like if I could.
What is that?
That's why it's a question mark at the end of that. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High God knows that, as much as you do, as you want to do His will, as you want to do the work, He know that you're gonna be in country, in conflict with your flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? He know that you gonna lust out the thing because it look good, it look pleasing. You know what I'm saying? Sin ain't fun just because we don't sin. You know what I'm saying? Sin is still fun. But what it is that we rather do what the Most High God says to do than to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I can make following these law, statutes, and commandments fun because guess what? I ain't gotta worry about the thing that you gotta. I ain't gotta worry about the consequences of having fun the way you want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about none of those things. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's a question mark. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High God knows you gonna lust after all sorts of evil. But once you are born again, man, you are subject to doing the Most High God's will, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to fight that flesh to the day you leave this earth. That's all I have.
Sir. And that's that brings up another thing. That's when you gotta when you come in this truth, I know you got your friends, your family in the world, sometimes you gotta cut them off because not exactly cut them off, Because you know you're gonna be trying to talk to them about the truth
Right.
and all that. They ain't trying to hear that. I can't eat no pork chops. What? You mean I can't eat that all you can eat shrimp platters?
Right.
You know, I can't eat that either. You mean I gotta stay with one man? You know, you gotta hear that. You know, you mean I can't have Billy, Tommy, and Joe? No, I can't do that. You know, no, I can't do that. Not on for him. No, you can get, you can ride out. You know, with that type, but you trying to tell your family that, and they basically just push you to the side. So, sometimes you just don't even bring it up, just where you can have a family, mama don't understand, daddy don't understand, mom don't understand, auntie don't understand, cousin show don't understand. Brother and sister look at you like you crazy, It's like, what kind of coach you in? Ain't no damn coach, I follow these laws, statutes, commandments that's in this Bible. How am I in a coat?
That's right.
How am I in a coat when I'm following this Bible? You say that you read every night, and you say you get on your knees and pray every night. I said, I'm doing what you doing, but much better.
That's right.
I'm following it. I said, my flesh pains to have this, pain to have that, but I fight my flesh.
That's right.
I said, it ain't. I said, no, I ain't. I'm striving to be perfect. But I said, but you gotta look at it. He said, oh, well, they always want to come with some smart then say, well, so you wouldn't be. He said, you wouldn't be wanting that. I said, hey, even Christ, you gotta tell me, even Christ was tempted. I said, didn't Christ get tempted? Didn't Christ get hungry? Didn't Christ get sad? Christ went through all these things just like a normal man would. That's why they need to do away with that lie, like, that Christ was a deity. That he was, like God came down and had sex with Mary. Which is the biggest lie, one of the biggest lies ever told.
Right.
That's just one of the biggest lies ever told. Let me see. Let me get verse 7. Go out of verse 7.
No sweat. This is the book of James, chapter 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
That's all you have to do.
That's right.
That's all you have to do. You gotta, submit yourselves. Everything that you got that the Lord do not like, lay it all on the table.
Right.
Lay it all on the table. Give it to him. Submit yourselves, therefore to God. Resist that devil, he gonna flee from you. Just like we had to learn, from that feast of unleavened bread. I never knew a bread diet was so trying.
Right.
I never knew a bread diet was so trying.
Right.
I forgot how much I love bread. But I resisted that.
That's right.
Got that bread out of my house.
That's right.
Didn't eat no bread. Whatever was unlawful, I didn't eat.
Right.
What I didn't know, I didn't know. But but the general came in on Monday to lay the all down the line what you couldn't eat, what you could eat, and what you couldn't eat. And some things that we like to eat, come to find out we can't eat it.
Right.
Oh, but we fought through that. Some people can't go a day, an hour if they put some food in front of them, they ain't have no bread, they can't eat. But we, for a whole week, fought our flesh because we love our God.
That's right.
We love our God. So we true prince of the power and princess of the power.
That's right.
That's exactly who we are. We are new people. We used to be out on these streets. And we were on these streets, we were doing things, that, God would approve of. It's all kind of sin, ain't nobody perfect. I'm just, back then, you always hear that ain't nobody perfect. But you can be perfect. You get off in this truth, start following these laws and commandments. That's what that's all Christ talked about. That's all Paul talked about. They love to say the law, statutes, commandments that was done away with, it was hung on the cross of Christ. This Christian's favorite saying, which is a blatant lie. If it was done away with, Paul would have never been followed these law, statutes, commandments.
Right.
Paul would never say, is the law sin? God forbid. The law, the laws, statutes, commandments keep flowing. I know, like I said, I know, you be on that job. Sometimes you got that sister that give you a hard time. You just want to knock the, out of, but you don't do it. And then especially especially them, the Edomites. Oh man, they can make you want to act out later, like but you got to go remember who you are. You need your job. And you need to work. But just don't let them get to you. Remember who you are. They want to get a rise out you before they can say something about you. I thought you was this. I thought you was that. They always want to have something to say about you. Always want to drive you and make you do something for to have something to talk about.
Right.
As long as they ain't got nothing to talk about, they miserable. They're very, very miserable. Let me get Ephesians 4:26. So you got to remember, folks can't talk about you. That's when you're doing right. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about you. You doing right. By these laws, statutes, commandments, they can't stand. You think these Christians they can't stand in my little dust ball town. Like I said, you ever come to my town and see a tumbleweed going across the road, don't be surprised. It ain't a ghost town. We live there. We there. We just be in the house at the time.
That's right.
But Christians don't like this truth. Because they got to give up all the little things they love to do. They against, like I said, Christians are enmity with the Most High. Because Christianity was mixed with paganism from the very conception of it. Because Constantine took the followers of Christ, when it was the real thing, but he wanted all around to make it no more religion. They say, cool, we will, but we can't celebrate Halloween, Christmas, St. Valentine's Day. So all of it was way back then, except for Thanksgiving, but a lot of those things was taken from the old civilization. So we can follow all that. Hey, we on board.
Right.
And there how you got Christianity mixed with paganism. That's why they celebrate Christmas, Halloween. They get trying to fall back from Halloween, but they're gonna celebrate Turkey Day. They're gonna celebrate Independence Day. Oh, we was we were slaves and we celebrate now. Our emancipation. We're still slaves. Go ahead, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And what you're bringing out is super, super heavy, man, because you will always catch a Christian saying, before they call themselves a Christian, you always catch them saying, I'm a born-again Christian. Yeah. Well, hell, that raised eyebrows, because who died? You know what I'm saying? Because you doing the same damn thing that you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to continue to do the same thing that you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? You walked in that church, you know what I'm saying, a homosexual, and you still a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? You walked in that church eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and you still eating it. So who the hell died for you to say you a born again Christian, man? You know what I'm saying? What you want to be is you want to be something that you're not, man. You want to be looked upon as holy when you don't even know what the hell holy means. You know, that's right. That's all I got.
I don't want to get the nail on the head with that one. Yeah, they want to be seen as holy, right? But don't even know the definition of it.
Right.
They think being holy is getting the bless or throw it on them, the whole church done fell out.
Right.
Everybody done fell out of power. Get out of here, Satan. And everybody done fell out. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, and all that. The Lord off in this way. Where he is? I'm looking for him. And then you see the pastor next week on the host show. You know,
Right.
you know,
Trying to get that $40 special.
oh yeah, get that $40 special. You know, and he trying to beat out a team.
Right. Right. Good night.
You know, but that's what you see at that Christian church, though. And no, it ain't changed. It's been like that since its very conception. It ain't never been holy. You know, under Constantine. Now, before the Romans took over, yeah, you did have, you know, the followers of Christ that followed the law, statutes, commandments, and then you had this other sect. You know, they knew Christ. Joseph was Christ's son, and then there was others that said Christ was a deity. You know, this is where they had this council called the Council of Nicaea. You know,
right.
You always look that up, you know, in Wikipedia. You know, and that's how, you know that was that Immaculate Conception idea come from
right.
the Council of Nicaea.
Right.
You know, you had some of them saying Joseph was Christ's daddy, and you had the majority say no, God was Christ's father. Right. And so that's what they
like. If I could also, you know what I'm saying, and that's that same council also came up with the concept that God was Christ and the Holy Spirit all in one.
Yeah, the Holy
Trinity.
You know
what I'm saying? You know, and all they whole objective, man, was just, you know what I'm saying, to please everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you wanted to the church to be, you know what I'm saying, you can bet your last dollar that council was gonna come together and make sure whatever you wanted to be inside that church was gonna be in there. As long as you was putting that money in the collection plate and you was funding them, you know what I'm saying, anything you wanted the church to be, they was gonna conform into being it specifically for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I had.
That's a great point. Because, you know, I remember, you know, being young, they didn't, like I said, they went to church every day.
Right.
Went to about sanctified people, they went to church 7 days a week.
Right.
I'm going to tell you just like that. And then there was a time there was no praise dance.
Right.
I come back years later, you know, the old garden changed.
Right. That's
now
right.
Now they praise dance.
Right.
We got homosexuals in the church now.
Right. Right.
No, that wasn't allowed back then.
That's right.
You know, but see, they conform. Like I said, Christianity was never, you know, holy anyway.
Right.
So it just took some back breaking, you know, some plead and you know, a little money thrown here, a little money thrown there.
That's right.
And okay, we can let them in, you know, and that's all. You know, how Christianity started. You know, as long as they can celebrate they holidays, they on board with.
Right. That's right.
Other than that, you know, it just would still, you know, as far as that, Christianity would say black, put it that way, you know, because the Romans were white. Yeah. Let me see. Let's get Ephesians 4:26.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 26. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Yeah, it said, be angry and sin not. Ain't nothing wrong with being angry. There's nothing wrong with being angry. You know, everybody blow their stack, you know, but sin not, though.
That's right.
Sin not.
You mad at her, sin not.
Right.
Then he said, don't let the sun go down, you know, on your anger.
That's
don't go to bed mad. You know, don't you turn this side, she turn that side. No, none of that. No, you come together.
That's right.
Come together. You know, maybe that you know, that wasn't even all that serious.
Right.
That wasn't even all that serious, you know. We both acting like children. You know, because it takes two to tango. You know, it always take two. And in some cases it take one, you know, but most time it's two. You know. Go to 27, sir.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27. Neither give place to the devil.
Man, don't give the deceiver place. Okay, because the devil's job is to deceive you, trick you, And have you acting like that when you acting all out of order. Don't give place to them. Don't give them place. Do not be deceived. Do not let them deceive you, because he ain't doing it but his job. That's his job. His job is to walk to and fro through the earth, to bind who he can, That's
what you're saying is so heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I say all the time, you have to recognize when a demon is trying to get into your life. You feel what I'm saying? If you and your significant other, or you and a brother or two sisters going through something, and you can't get over it, it's because the devil got a place in it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so heavy what you bringing out. You know what I'm saying? So at some point you got to realize, okay, this is a person that I love. This is the person that I care for. This ain't somebody that I hate, somebody that I would hate to see any harm happen to this person. You know what I'm saying? And you got to move past it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't come to each other and forgive each other, then go seek counsel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't that hard. It's very simple.
That's right.
But you got to realize that you're giving the devil a place.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be no place for the devil when it's
right.
between you and somebody that you love.
Yeah, that's right. You're so right, sir. I can't ever give him a place, because once he have a place in there, he stick in like a tick.
He want to destroy.
Yeah, and he want to destroy what you feel like you want to get away from. You never know what you have until it's gone.
That's right.
You never know what you have until it's gone, and that's the deceivers. That's what the deceiver's trying to do. He's trying to blind you. Oh, you don't need that. You don't need it. You can do better. You can do bad all by yourself. That's the trick of the devil. Okay? That's the trick of the devil. We've been fooling our women for years. Broke up the households back in the 70s. Broke up, well, you can't a woman, want to assert authority over a man and all that. No. They ain't supposed to play. You don't give a place to the devil. Let me get verse 29.
Salaki, if I could, you want to skip 28?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, Salaki, that it may minister grace unto the hearers.
Don't let no stupid stuff come out your mouth. Don't let anything come out your mouth. It ain't there to edify, educate, and spiritualize somebody. Don't let it come out your mouth. If it ain't here if it ain't to help, instead of hurt. You say anything, if it's not helping, then it's hurt. And that's not supposed to come out your mouth. Unless you edifying, unless somebody getting a point, okay, that's a good put you brought out, it said that it may minister grace unto the hearers. You want to always, if you talk, you want to say something that will make somebody learn something, that anybody that hear, even if they're not even in the true way, they can come to the truth. They can come to this truth. That's what you want, And then, a lot of, like I said, if you're in a relationship, you don't want to use that kind of language, to your Adawan. You don't want to use the type of language, to your real.
That's right.
Don't let no corrupt communication come out your mouth. That's just it. It's not your heart. That's scripture. So, in other words, watch what you say. You can say what's on your mind, but don't say everything that was on your mind. Mama had to remind me that all the time. Because I talked to her a lot. Hey, don't say everything that come to your mind.
Right.
So, like, and too, when it comes to corrupt communication, don't be a damn liar, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a liar. Because corrupt communication is also like, what the Christian church do, man. If that communication is corrupt, they teach lies. You know what I'm saying? They speak lies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's also corrupt communication, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they love to say, you know, I had a dream. I have dreamed this. I have dreamed that. And ain't had not they dreamed something, but it wasn't right. It wasn't nothing to edify anything. The church wasn't edified. They still doing the same sin they've been doing for 20 years.
It's like if I could.
Go ahead, sir.
You know, you see Martin Luther King had a dream and it died with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Sound
saying?
like God.
So you know, you don't want to be stuck being no dreamers.
So, sir, it didn't die with them. They still keeping this dream alive, but they just don't know it's a nightmare.
Right.
It just they hit them. It's a nightmare. They still trying to get master love. They know they still got this slave mentality that that Martin Luther King put on it. That,
Right.
You ain't gonna have nothing unless you be one with him, which is a lie. Because before the civil rights ever did, the black community was doing great.
Right.
We had our own business. We had our own doctors, our own lawyers, our own nurses. We didn't have to, money stayed off in the hood forever. Before it ever, got taxed. It got flipped 15 different ways before it ever got taxed. Until, your boy, Dr. Martin Luther King, said he had a dream that little white girls and little black boys were gonna be hand in hand.
So like you, sir. He lied when he said he was a damn doctor. He lied when he said he was a doctor.
Good night.
No, he really was a doctor, but he just he plagiarized his test, but they gave him his doctorate anyway. I bet you didn't know that way. He plagiarized his thesis, but they just came out, all they just like you said, he wasn't even a doctor.
Right.
They gave him that time. They just gave it to him. He didn't earn it.
Right.
He didn't earn it at all. He cheated. All these little secrets come out. But yet his family said, we're going to have to keep my father's dream alive. Why is you still trying to keep that nightmare alive? Just because you live in a glass house. We don't. Those stones hitting us. You live in a protective cage. We out here. We the one we the one fell prey to your father's dream.
That's right.
We fell prey to.
Let me see. Did you go to 31, sir?
No sweat. Verse 31. Continue. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice.
I know that's not the easiest thing to do. Sometimes them nerves can get work. But, that scripture was saying that all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking. So this is one thing people got to stop doing, that we all have to stop doing. We got to stop speaking evil. Got to stop speaking evil. Be put away from you. I mean, when you're talking, you talk to your spouse, y'all having an adult conversation, educated, loving conversation, even though you may be a little mad. Even though you may be a little mad. He may be a little mad. But should no evil speaking come out your mouth? That clamorous, no, that clamor, no. You don't know mother this and that and all that. No, you don't do all that. No, put it away from you.
So like if I could also, I have the definition of the word malice. You know what I'm saying? The intention or desire to do evil.
Yeah. That's all that is. When you're doing it. You say, hey, whenever you tell somebody, hey, you don't need them, you really speak evil because you do need that person because he wouldn't be there in the first place.
That's right.
He wouldn't be there now. Wouldn't be in your face right now if you didn't need him. And that's all it is. Go down to 32, sir.
No sweat. Verse 32. Continue. And be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, had forgiven you.
You see, man.
If Christ can forgive you, if everybody just build, all the grown up stuff, if Christ forgive us out of all the mess we done, a lot of us, we supposed to be dead a long time ago. All the evil we did, we supposed to be, we'd have been back in the day, we'd have been stoned at the age of 12. We'd have been stoned.
But you say be kind to one another, tenderhearted.
And forgiving. What's wrong with forgiving a person? Christ forgave us. So why you can't forgive that person?
It's like if I could too. You know what I'm saying? This scripture is heavy, man, you know what I'm saying? Because it's coming to pass, man. You know what I'm saying? This something that you can find right here in this school, man, right here in the Isupk, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to know or meet any of these brothers and sisters a day in your life, in your past life. You know what I'm saying? But you meet them, man, you can get anything that you may need or want out of these brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? They're very kind, man. You know what I'm saying? And very giving. You know what I'm saying? And selfless people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Commander and Journey and Hunter teach us to be, man. You know what I'm saying? As followers of Christ, man, and you know what I'm saying, doing the will of the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? To be forgiving. You know what I'm saying? To be kind to one another. You know what I'm saying? You get wronged or anything by one of these brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? You admit you're wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? You go to him and him alone, and you gain you a brother, man. You gain you a sister, man. You know what I'm saying? You put whatever situation that y'all had, man, behind you. You know what I'm saying? And you be this perfect nation, man, that we've been created to be.
Those well spoken, sir. Like I said, I look forward to whenever we get ready to have a cookout.
That's right.
I look forward to that.
That's right.
Eat some of that good cooking. You don't get the country. I don't get that down there. Food so good you slap your mom.
Good night.
Good old oxtail. That good old macaroni. Good old potatoes au gratin. Good old broccoli and cheese. That was just so good, sir. That was just so good.
That's right.
It was so good. I mean, just got to really give y'all women a hand for what y'all did. Y'all just don't know how much it is appreciated. Y'all know it's very appreciated. But y'all need accommodation for what y'all did. Y'all need accommodation for what y'all did. Like I said, Adawan said, after the Isupk, meet brothers, who you never knew. Like you might say, hey, man, I like that chain. I like that chain. When you meet a brother say, I like that chain, he'll take it off his neck and give it to you.
That's right.
So man, I so love to hear from you. So you know what? Here you go.
That's right.
Like this, I like this shirt. Hey, so I make you one, bro. I'll make you one. Very giving. Sisters sharing recipes and different fabric designs, dress designs and hair wrap, different type of hair wraps and stuff that they can wear.
It's a lot to share husband. It's a lot,
yes. I guess she said, sisterhood is a weapon.
That's right.
Sisterhood is a weapon.
That's right.
You gotta say that man. Good luck to it. But like I said, this sister is a real one. Shut it, man. That's wrong, You know how we say back in the days, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. But Paul, you being sisterhood, that's that should never, like you said, far as Isaac and men have multiple wives, and you shouldn't fall out with a sister, if your husband might be dating somebody, anything like that, don't let that bother you, because hey, if he'd been a mother, he'd been going through the same thing. He'd been awesome like a blade. And he had about 60 wives. That's what Muslims do. They have multiple wives too. If he'd been a Christian, he'd been hallelujah, but yet he got that $2 hoe, that's what they Christians do, you're gonna find the cheapest thing you find. So, just remember what you got in, a man can have as many wives he wants to, but you don't forget about the first one. So think about it, yeah. Like I said, just like the bricks didn't diminish in Egypt, neither should be diminished to the first wife.
That's right.
That's one thing you have to do. I'm just glad that me. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 11:3.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 11.
11, verse 3, sir.
A lot. Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is Yahweh.
Now, every woman on earth say, I want to find me a God-fearing man. So many women say, I want to say, especially a woman that's off in that Christian church, and the first thing they get is some nasty dog off the street. Instead of following these scriptures that they say, you want to find a man, is Christ, Christ is the head of him. Because he's going to be the head of you. Christ going to be the head of the man. And God is the head of Christ. That's the type of man you want.
That's right.
And that's, if you can't be that type of woman, then you are no true sister. You are no true sister. Because if you got a man that does that, that does those things, that he let Christ lead him in his life, and then, they follow the laws of Yahweh, hey, what are you losing? You don't get great saying, you have your God-fearing man that love God like you love God. Follow those laws, statutes, commandments. Hey, like I said, it may be a few quirks here, a few quirks stuff, but that's what you want. Because you follow you came in here with them, you leave out of here with them, you can't leave that man to the day you die. That's your husband for life. Okay. Verse 4, sir.
No sweat. Verse 4, continue. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonor his head.
You never see our head covered up. We never see the crown, covered up. No doubt about we praying or prophesying. That's why, if you see a salute, somebody may say, Shalom, Lord Christ, my head covered. Or you may say, my head's not covered, sir. Or sis. Let me get verse 5.
Come. Verse 5. But every woman that prayed or prophesied with her head uncovered, dishonor her head. For that is even all one, as if she were shaded.
So when you're praying, they had strong women back there that was prophetess, and they always had, had their head covered when they was doing. That's why your head is covered off in here.
Right.
You're hearing this word. So I never forget we was having a camp, and the sister came up. We didn't know the sister, but as we talking, she reached in her bag, got her head covered, and covered up her head.
That's right.
While we was up there teaching.
Right.
And that's just customary for a woman to do, because it's a shame for her, to have her head uncovered and listen to the word. Because I hear you hear your joy. I hear my joy. You hear your joy. And that's what you want to do when you're hearing the word. Always have your head covered. When you come in here, have your heads covered. If you see a sister come up here and don't have her head covered, maybe keep a couple of coverings. Give her, so she can be right. She don't feel out of place. Because that Christians they had you all out of this order talking about you like a dog and stuff. Like a sister coming there with a mini skirt. Instead of see now they got a little bit better. I know back in the day they didn't talk about this. It's like a dog instead of giving her a sheet. So the pastor ain't saying that the sun, the moon, and the star. Because it's right in front of them. Let me see. Let me get 1 Corinthians 14:34.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. And it reads, "Let your woman keep silence in the church, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also said the law."
Now when they say supposed to be silent in church, now you say you couldn't ask questions. Ask questions, but no, you ain't supposed to be up here trying to teach a class.
That's right.
No, that's something you don't do. Something you don't understand. Ask. There's nothing wrong with you asking a question. But this is said. For a woman to know her place up in the church. Sit down and listen. If anything you want to know, you ask your outer one. That's the first place you go. If your outer one don't know, he'll get the information he needs and bring it back to you. That's your outer one's job. Let's see. Let's go to just think like don't ever think you go just off in here just like how y'all being quiet right now. That's how it's supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be up here trying to teach me like they do in that Christian church. They trying to teach men what to do. They trying to be like whoever that sister that had that song that had all the women crazy a few years back, can't raise a man. No, you sure can't raise a man. Only a man can raise a man. You can do the best you can with it, but you sure can't raise no man. General Hunter raised men. He raised men. He make a sorry man a better man.
That's right.
That's exactly who raises men, not women. One thing women can do, they can do the best they can, which for what they know, what they learn from their father or from their uncles or whatever. It's by far she can take. As far as a woman trying to raise, say her husband ain't no but a little boy. They want to say he can't raise a man. You got that definitely right. You sure can't raise one. You can hardly raise a girl. Let's go to 1 Timothy 2:11.
Book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. "Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection."
Okay. Just like y'all, y'all sitting there learning in silence with all subjection. You ain't up here, oh, that ain't right. No, you ain't doing nothing there. You acting like true sisters. You sitting up here learning. Like I said, you have a question that you get home. I don't want. What do this mean, or what does what the precept today? That's the job. That's what they're there for. You either there for you to learn from. You know, that's what this is. You know, that is his whole duty. His duty is to teach you, because you know, like I said, you reflect him, he reflects you. Okay,
That's right.
you know, they work two ways. You know, go to verse 12, sir.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to observe authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Okay, like I said, I know we got a lot of women pastors out there and bishops, you know, and all that, but that shit ain't be. So that'll let you know Christianity, you know, is the Antichrist, because they teach everything that was Christ, that was against Christ.
That's right.
They teach that. Like you know, I have a couple of women preachers in my time. You know, they had their little congregation or whatever. You know, and then you know, I remember being young, how the pastor wife would get up there and teach the congregation. You know, and then you know somebody would come up there and say the scripture. You know, I suffer. Some woman not to teach. You know, no, you ain't supposed to teach or suffer authority over a man. No, you're not his boss. He's your boss. You know, that's just the way. Hey, that's Eve, okay? You know, that's Eve. You know, you're gonna be in subjection for what Eve did. You know, your man was gonna have dominion over you because of what Eve did. And you know, you ain't supposed to be trying to subthrow no man, yelling at him, hollering at him, you know, hitting on him, you know, all that. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You know, you ain't supposed to be doing that at all. You know, like I said, just like you ain't supposed to assert authority in him, or assert my authority. You know, so you just learn in silence. You know, so I have a question. Hey, ask y'all the one. Let's get Ephesians 5:22.
Book Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband, as unto the Lord.
Okay, wives. Here we go again with this one. You know, it's been said many times throughout the Bible. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. You know, we went through that. You know, I don't think I need to say it again. Let's go to 23.
For the husband, verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahushua is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body.
We went over that earlier. You know about the structure. You know, of a marriage. You know, so the husband is the head of the wife. You know, and Christ is the head of the husband. And Most High Power, he's over Christ, as he is over all. So that's just the structure it's supposed to be in. That's what we're taught in this Isupk. We follow these scriptures from the new all the way back to the old, all the way back to the old. We do the whole Bible. We're not we're not the Christian church where we just do the New Testament. Or we ain't like some other cats don't just do the Old Testament. We do the whole thing, apocrypha included. Let me get Ecclesiastes 7:22. Yeah, but like, women, just be submissive to your husband, because if he in the ICPK and he righteous, then you got your righteous man, he ain't righteous. Take my house. You married something that was a total fraud. Take them to counsel. They'll get them right. But first, look at yourself first. Make sure it ain't true. You know, always make sure it's not true.
It's like,
Go ahead, sir.
you want Ecclesiastes 7 and 22?
7 and 26.
No sweats. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more better than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Oh, do I ever remember this? I find more better than death than the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Number trap. Number the trap. Just to lure you in. And then she got a clause in you. And then, poor brother. Poor brother, she dogging him out in the worst way.
A heart of snares and nets, a hand of bands, just like you got a pair of earrings or something. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
In the truth, you're gonna escape from that woman because you ain't gonna want nothing to do with that woman. You know what that woman is. You know how she is. So you stay far away from her. You don't give her the time of day.
You don't even give her the time of day, because but that son,
The one that don't want to follow these law, statute, commandments, the one that's playing around with, he gonna be taken in by.
So always brothers,
Be wary of what woman you get. Like I said,
and he said, you find more better, than death. A woman whose heart is snares and nets.
don't mean she ain't got no love for you. She just want to use you. Just take you for everything you got. Have your mind twisted all in different type of ways. Don't know whether you coming or going. You can't leave if you want to. You just still. It's like, so let me get Isaiah 4:1.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
There's gonna be a day when the Most High gonna make one man. He's gonna make all the men. So glorious.
That 7 women
Gonna take hold of one man. Not just one, self.
they said we're gonna
We're gonna eat our own bread. We're gonna make our own money. But you can sit at home. I got you.
we're gonna wear our own apparel.
Only let us be called by your name. Let us be your idol, be our idol one. That's what 7 women gonna say in that day. There's our glorious, a man gonna be, especially Isupk, brother, 7 women gonna take hold of one man. So any brother he got multiple wives, got 7 more coming. But that's how glorious it's gonna be. It ain't just the fact that when 7 women want us, it's that's how that just the spirit of the Most High gonna put upon a man. The 7 women want to take hold of, take away our reproach, take away our sins. We've been out here too long. We need an idol one. We need one. So all the men get ready because the day coming. Let me get Romans 7:2, sir.
Book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 2. For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband, so long as he liveth. But if he, the husband, be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband.
As long as your husband alive, and they ain't say nothing about on marriage certificate, but it's, because sex is marriage.
That's right.
Once you break the plane, that's it. You're married, husband and wife. You are bound to that man and to the day, all the days of his life. Only time, they mean, in other words, let's just say your husband will put you away for a minute. You can't go out there and marry another man, because you still bound to your husband. Y'all gonna come back together. Y'all just take it a little time out. But you are bound to your husband. And to the day he died, that's the only time you free from the law of your husband, when he dies. Other than that, no. There is no divorce. No. Not in God's law, there's no divorce. For as man's law, there's divorce. Christianity, they teach divorce.
Right.
You ain't gotta be with that man. You ain't gotta be there when she doing that, and sometimes, you'll probably be, really minor until they get off in it and make it major. Because they come with that, soothsaying and all that, girl, about you, I'll leave him and all that, and you don't want to leave. That's why, you're bound, to your husband. As long as they're alive, so don't nobody fill out no insurance policy or nothing like that, as I said, and so you stuck, until he die. Until he die. Let me get Proverbs 11:22.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion.
In those words, she could be the baddest woman you ever seen. Okay, you ain't gotta even go that far. You see Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim, all that. That's what you call a fair woman. But they don't have no type of discretion. They don't have no type of morals. Like I said, it's like a jewel in a swine's snout. That's all they are. They have no discretion. No boys do not even fear God. Don't even fear no breaking the law, statutes, commandments. They don't. They have no discretion about themselves. They wear anything. They don't cover themselves. They're not shamefaced. They care about nothing. Hey, look here. They show. They leave nothing to the imagination. Whatever you see. Nothing to the imagination. You ain't even gotta, think hard about what this look like. And when they did WAP, it just really that broke the mold. It just showed that there was no discretion in that. They showed they had no shame about what they was doing, and what they were saying. And just think, your kids coming up watching it. That's I want to be like Megan Thee Stallion when I grow up. Like I said, I got, like I said, I have grown daughters and they want to be just like them. Like I said, 9, You know, I'm through, you know. All I gotta do, the only thing I can do is sit back and be a father, you know, pray for him. You know. So, you know, this is what you want to be. You want to be, you know, you don't want to be classified as this, you know, like a jewel, in a jewel of gold and a swine snout, you know. So as a fair woman without discretion, you know. You don't want to be a woman without discretion. You want to be like I said, a holy woman, you know, a woman that that cares about how she look, when she walk out that house, that she ain't revealing nothing, you know. She don't she want to be a princess, look like a princess at all times, you know. And no other man supposed to know what that shape like except for him, you know, except for that man at home. My last person we get Ecclesiastes 25:16. Ecclesiastes, sir. Yeah.
Book of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
That's how a man feels. I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon. I'd rather do battle with them than be in the house, with a wicked woman. So like I said, you have the problems in your home, look in the mirror first. Look in the mirror first. Make sure you ain't, these scriptures do not fit you. You want the ones that give praises to a woman fit you. Not the ones about a woman, being all out of order. Man don't want to go home. Because we gotta fight, we gotta slay that dragon when he get home. We know we gotta fight, slay the beast when he get home. No, make sure that man can't wait to get home. Hey, brother, shalom, God, shalom, see you later. I'm going home. Yeah, brother, you can't stay with a little longer. Gotta go. That's what you want. That's what you want your husband to be. You ready to go home? You ready to go home with you. You ready to go home with you. But so no man want to be in the house that ain't nothing but hate. No man want to be in the house that's just straight up hell off in there. Who wants to do that? You don't even want to do that. So so if you ain't right, get it right. If you don't know better, here it is right here. And that's my time. Salute us out. Let's say Elijah. First salute. Barak.
Y'all about to know show with thought.
Y'all wasn't sure what I thought. Brother started to the sister. Barak. Y'all was sure all thumb, show y'all shot. I'll talk.